All right, as always, it's at least take two. Thursday morning, about 9:30. I have continued to explore the possibilities on my Sony Alpha A68. And from what I've read and from what I have seen on YouTube, if I was to get the right memory card, I could record at a quality that would require saving to Blu-ray CD disc quality. I don't know that I could actually upload that into YouTube, but I do know that it takes a massive amount of memory and it would take way too long with my web connection. So I've got it set up on the compromise setting that gives me what I think is the best video for the least upload time, which is kind of important when you're working on the network that I am. Now what this means is if I have got this done right, I don't need a handy cam or an action camera. Well, that's good though, because the action camera that I was looking at, they don't ship to the Philippines. I don't know why, but some people just don't ship to the Philippines, some companies. And the handy cams are no more mist-proof, moisture-proof than my Sony. So there's really no sense going that way, but I can get a better zoom lens. And that would make quite a difference. It's also almost within budget. Almost. I'm going to have to save for a while. Okay, now what I'm talking about with a zoom lens, I'm going to start here and slowly bring it in. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And what you're looking at maximum zoom on this one are squash plants. Min, I think Rusty wants his orange ball. Rusty's standing up on the fence. I wonder if I can get Rusty. Do it from this side, would you, Min? If you're going to get it. I'm just trying to see if we can get Rusty and you in the video. Min, come and get Rusty. That's not, now just walk in normal and get the ball with Rusty. Min, it's in here. Here, come up, come up, come up. The orange ball. Yeah, the orange ball. Rusty, Rusty, Rusty. Over there. Oh, go get the orange ball. Raw. Oh yeah, there. Ah, there's Rusty and Choco. He's got his orange ball. He's a happy cowboy. Now he wants somebody to throw it to him. There. Trying to keep him in focus is not easy. There, I don't have to. The machine, I hope, is doing a good job of it. There he is, back with Min. Choco and Rusty, Rusty with his ball. Min trying to get it off and so she can throw it. She's not going to give it up right now. Yeah. Okay, Min. Wave and smile. Hi. Off you go. Okay. That was cute. I don't know how that's going to work. I hope it's going to work fine. Myra will like it. We got pictures of the dogs. There. Back to that. And back up. There. To in focus squash, I hope. Yeah, one can only hope. Now I would talk about the world that I see today on my web connection, but it is all just so ridiculous. Mafia boss Trump after 3 years of losing the fight to stay out of the witness stand, went and got sworn in, and for 6 hours he took the Fifth Amendment, which, if you're not conversant with American jurisprudence, means that he was saying, I'm not going to say anything because I don't have to say anything that will incriminate me. In other words, he confessed that he was guilty, but wouldn't confess to what he did. Not so bad for a president, huh? Ex-president? There's something ludicrous there. The war in the Ukraine, America swore they would not give the Ukrainians long-range missiles, and maybe they haven't, but it looks like the Ukrainians dropped one or more missiles on a Russian Air Force base that is in the Crimea, and may have destroyed, the claim is 9 Russian fighters, jet fighters, and a whole bunch of ammunition. Now they could have used long-range sea missiles, naval missiles that are used to take out boats. They can be reprogrammed to take out land targets, the ones they've got. Or the U.S. could have slipped them in the long-range ones. Nobody knows. But it's a definite escalation of the war. And in a blackly humorous way, considering this whole thing was supposed to take 72 hours and we're now in the 4th or 5th month of it, and the Ukrainians are looking like they just might be able to throw the Russians out. I mean, if you take out 9 jet fighters in a day, that's an awful lot of money. And with Russia slowly but surely having her oil reserves and gas reserves fully embargoed, she's going to run out of money soon. Or not soon, but she will run out of money. Depending on how... There's the other ludicrous point. The allies in this one against Russia, NATO and the European Union, they're still giving Putin millions of dollars a day in revenues from gas and natural and oil. It's amazing. They're funding the war against themselves. Really kind of funny. Now, Canada, the head of the Canadian military, General whatever his name is declining to answer reporters' questions that are asking him whether or not Canadian troops are on the ground in the Ukraine. It's a known fact that Canadian troops, the military in Canada acknowledge this. They sent over 500 of our best military training personnel to train Ukrainian fighters, but they are supposed to be doing it on a base in England. Now the rumor's out, fog of war, it is a rumor, that we have got troops on the ground in the Ukraine helping to train and do good things for the Ukrainian military, which rings all sorts of red bells for me. It's like America going into Vietnam with their advisors. And from that, they ended up with hundreds of thousands of troops fighting against the North Vietnamese. If Canada has got troops on the ground, just an advisory, it's a serious escalation on the slippery slope. Time will tell about that one. But the whole world is that sort of ridiculousness. The European Union has declared that that nuclear power is green, and a place in Norway is within years, and that's fairly close, of having built an underground containment area for nuclear waste. They say, oh, it's so deep and the rock's so strong that once it's in there, you can forget about it. Now, admittedly, I am no scientist, and I have no idea of what I'm talking about here, folks. This is just something that goes through my mind and it scares the bejesus out of me. They're planning to take material that, if it in any way gets ruptured and exposed, is the world's biggest nuclear bomb, dirtiest bomb. They don't even have to have an explosion. It just got to seep out. They say it can't happen, but I'm leery of depositing fissionable material throughout the world, half a kilometer deep. It seems to me we're building a nuclear disaster within our own planet. This just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why, but it doesn't. There you go.